Good day, Taguigueños. Welcome to Deped Taguig City's Education Hour. I am Norodin Undong, a grade 6 teacher of Maharlika Elementary School. I know that we are all in times of uncertainty because of the coronavirus outbreak, but I hope everyone is safe. Today, you'll be learning more about COVID-19 pandemic. At the same time, a grammar lesson I'm sure you'll enjoy a lot. Before we learn more about COVID-19 pandemic, I want you to guess this. I have 4 pictures, and these pictures are referring to the global health crisis and the greatest challenge we are facing nowadays caused by COVID-19. The answer is composed of 13 letters and 2-digit numbers. You're right. Correct answer is COVID-19 pandemic. Before I'm going to read to you the text, let us first identify the meaning of the difficult words that you will be hearing from the text. First word, outbreak. It's a noun meaning the sudden or violent start of something unwelcome, such as war, disease, etc. Second word, pandemic. It's an adjective meaning of or relating to a disease, prevalent over a whole country or the world. Third word, droplets. It's a noun meaning small cough or sneeze from a sick person, known as the cause of the transfer of coronavirus from one person to another. Last word, impose. It's a verb meaning to force something unfamiliar or unwelcome to be accepted or put in place. You can use these questions to guide your comprehension. What is COVID-19? Where did it originate? When can we say that a disease is pandemic? And what is our government doing to stop the spread of COVID-19? Are you ready to listen? COVID-19 pandemic. The coronavirus disease 2019 or COVID-19 is an illness caused by a novel coronavirus. According to theories, it originated in Hubei, China. The first case was traced back on December 1, 2019, and over the next month, cases gradually increased. These cases were linked to the Huanan Seafood Wholesale Market, which sold live animals, and one theory is that the virus came from one of these animals. Virus spread to other Chinese provinces, resulting to the number of cases doubled approximately every 7.5 days. On January 30, 2020, World Health Organization or WHO declared that the coronavirus was a public health emergency of international concern. On January 31, 2020, Italy had its first confirmed cases, 2 tourists from China. Since then, COVID-19 outbreak was a huge spread and has become pandemic, affecting more than 200 countries and territories around the world. COVID-19 is thought to spread through from person to person. It can spread between people who are in close contact with one another through respiratory droplets produced when an infected person coughs, sneezes, or talks. These droplets can land in the mouths or noses of people who are nearby or possibly be inhaled into the lungs. And some recent studies have suggested that COVID-19 may be spread by people who are not showing symptoms. On January 30, 2020, Philippine government confirmed its first case when the virus was detected in a Chinese national who traveled from China and Hong Kong. To avoid further spread of the virus, Philippine government under President Rodrigo Duterte has imposed different levels of quarantine, including the most recent Enhanced Community Quarantine or ECQ. He declared the Luzon-wide Enhanced Community Quarantine or ECQ on March 16, 2020 to further combat the effect of the continuing and increasing spread of COVID-19. Frontliners are dubbed as modern heroes during this pandemic. They are composed of doctors, nurses, soldiers, police officers, and other frontline workers who provide essential service to ensure the safety of everyone in these trying times. Department of Health or DOH has issued countermeasures to help protect ourselves from COVID-19, including avoid close contact with people who are sick, avoid touching your eyes, nose, and mouth, stay home when you are sick, cover your cough or sneeze with a tissue, clean and disinfect frequently touched objects, and wash your hands often with soap and water for at least 20 seconds. Let me see if you understand the text that I just read by answering these questions. First question. According to theories, where did COVID-19 originate? A. Venice, Italy. B. Wuhan, Hubei, China. And letter C. Istanbul, Turkey. You're right. The correct answer is letter B. Wuhan, Hubei, China. Next question. What does pandemic mean? A. A disease is prevalent in a specific community only. Letter B. A disease is prevalent in one country only. Or letter C. A disease is prevalent over a whole country or the world. That is right. The correct answer is letter C. A disease is prevalent over a whole country or the world. Last question. According to the text, how is COVID-19 primarily transmitted? A. Droplets. B. Blood transfusion. Or letter C. Food. The correct answer is letter A. Droplets. I hope you enjoyed listening to the text that I just read. Now, let's take a look at the sentence taken from the text that I just read. The coronavirus disease 2019 or COVID-19 is an illness caused by a novel coronavirus. It originated in Wuhan, Hubei, China. You observe that the pronoun it agrees with its antecedent coronavirus disease 2019 or COVID-19. That's what we call pronoun antecedent agreement. From your past lessons, you learned that pronoun agrees with its antecedent in different ways: in number, in gender, and in person. Today, we will be focusing with pronoun agreeing with its antecedent in gender. Now, let's take a look at the example here. COVID-19 is thought to spread through from person to person. It can spread between people who are in close contact with one another. Observe that our pronoun here again is it, and it agrees with its antecedent COVID-19. The antecedent is the noun that the pronoun it refers to or replaces. Remember that we are using pronouns to replace nouns so that we don't use COVID-19 here again and again. Aside from it is counterintuitive, it will just make the sentence longer. Thus, we cannot say COVID-19 is thought to spread through from person to person. COVID-19 can spread between people who are in close contact with one another. Moreover, we use the pronoun it instead of other pronouns like he, she, or they because, first of all, our antecedent COVID-19 is not a person. It doesn't have a gender. Thus, making our pronoun it agrees with its antecedent. Now, let's examine another sentence. President Rodrigo Duterte has imposed different levels of quarantine, including the most recent Enhanced Community Quarantine or ECQ. He declared the Luzon-wide Enhanced Community Quarantine or ECQ on March 16, 2020. Our pronoun he agrees with its antecedent, President Rodrigo Duterte, in gender, because President Rodrigo Duterte is male. We have more examples here. Mr. Santos receives regular letters from Sarah. He loves to read letters from time to time. Our pronoun he agrees with its antecedent, Mr. Santos, because Mr. Santos is male, thus making our pronoun he agrees with the antecedent. Using the same example, we cannot say that he is referring to Sarah because that will make the sentence incorrect. Because he, our pronoun, should refer to our antecedent, Mr. Santos. Now let's put everything we learned into practice. I prepared 3 sentences and let us identify the correct pronoun that will agree with the antecedent. First sentence. The father of Alex is a soldier. Blank lives in another town. A. She. B. They. Or letter C. He. That is correct. The correct answer is letter C. Now another example. An antibiotic is a kind of medicine. Blank can cure scarlet fever. A. She. B. It. Or letter C. He. You're right. The correct answer is letter B. This time, I'll be leaving 2 exercises for you to do at home. In the first exercise, just choose the letter of the correct pronoun for each sentence that best agrees with the antecedent. In the second exercise, choose the correct pronouns from the parentheses to complete the sentences. If you want to participate, just post the video and indicate your answers in the comment section. Again, my name is Norodin Undong, leaving you a message to stay home, stay safe, have a good day. Section.